everybody. Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism. Give me a moment here. If you're brand new to the Let's Talk Autism open discussion, what this is all about is us getting together and learning, sharing, and supporting each other. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. If you can help with anything, feel free. Linda will not be joining us this evening. She is not feeling well. So I'm going to wait for Mr. Charles to come on up and join me to help me co host here. Hey, Teresa, Foxy, Roxy. Oh, Foxy, you have such a beautiful family. Your children are absolutely gorgeous. I was looking at that picture in the group. Beautiful girl. Happy Sunday, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
What's going on? Hey, Mr. Charles, how are you this evening?
Oh, fine. How are you doing, Nita?
Pretty good.
And who's the little one?
My grandson. I'm waiting on his mom to come now.
What's his name?
Kari.
Kari. Hi, Kari.
He's sleeping. Hey, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
You're welcome.
Hi, Roxy.
Roxy. So how's everybody been doing? School shopping done and out the way? Anyone? I haven't even started yet.
One thing I don't have to worry about anymore.
Lucky you, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, well, the last time I had to worry about that was, let's see, 33 years ago. Yeah.
33.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, going good, Roxy. Going good. How about you?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go out, not this week. Well, the weekend's over, but next weekend I'll probably take DeAndre, get his school stuff. Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
How are ya?
It was 33 years ago that Dorothy was getting ready to start her senior year of high school. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 33 years ago. Mm-hmm. So what else has been going on, you guys? Anything good? Anything interesting? Oh, let me put the well, we have an awesome we're making a little change to the parent care boxes. So we have Veronica. She's on board. So she's creating I guess you would call them the little plaques to put in the boxes. So once we get that order in, I can revamp the boxes because I want to add those. They are really good. I'm gonna see if she can share a picture of one of the finished ones with everybody in the group. And while I'm waiting, let me put. I keep forgetting to put the discussion word, the secret discussion word in. Let me do that now.
I hope it's not grasshopper.
Oh, Mr. Charles.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's great. Those are good to eat.
1 second. I'm on another page. So 1 second, you guys.
Yeah. In fact, if you're eating grasshoppers, you can drink a grasshopper to go with it.
Okay. Secret discussion word has been added. Roxy says she's getting ready for the week. We are okay. Oh yeah, you guys went back already. Wow. Going into the second week. Spencer just had his 12th birthday party yesterday. That was great and interesting. In the rain. Oh wow. Well, happy 12th to him. So I'm assuming you guys had an outdoor party and it rained.
Hi,
Hey,
Danielle.
Danielle, I would drink the grasshopper, but no eating the bug.
Well, it's just like my grandson. A year or two ago, went hunting and he shot a wild turkey. He brought home a wild turkey, and I told my daughter that you should drink some wild turkey. When you cook it, you should drink some wild turkey with it.
You're welcome, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we had, oh, that's good, canopy and the whole place to ourselves. It's actually
Yeah.
really nice, though. Okay, that's good. That's good. At least you were covered. At least you were covered. And glad everyone had a good time. Mhm. So, but I worked today, and DeAndre was up ready for me at the door for his introductions because he loves to be introduced. And the first thing he did when I came in the door is introduce me. He was ready.
Oh, that's great.
Make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A grasshopper would make the grasshopper taste better, and wild turkey, it almost enhanced the wild turkey.
Makes the turkey taste better. My son had an awesome first week of school. He has had no stress, seizures at all. He has been communicating a whole lot with his classmates and made a lot of new friends in the class on the bus. Oh, awesome.
Very good.
That's
Very good,
always good
Teresa.
to hear. A great start to a good school, a great school year. What grade? Oh, Teresa. Yeah, that's a great start. Making friends is always a plus for our babies. That's always a plus. Mhm. Let's see. So, how was your day? How's your day, man, Mr. Charles? Do anything interesting?
Yeah. Oh, it's been a full day. We had a virtual meeting this morning, and then watched a convention program online or part of it. Then I had an elders meeting later today, also held virtually, held via Zoom. So
Okay. That's what I'm hoping for this year, and that he can ride the bus home daily. Okay.
yeah, very
Sixth
good. Yeah,
grade.
sixth grade. Okay.
Big boy. Sixth grader. Middle school. Or is that junior high school?
It depends on where you are. Most places
Yeah.
have a middle school.
Yeah.
And what's funny is in Virginia, first through K through 6 is elementary, and 7 and 8 is middle school. Then after that, it's high school. So yeah, because
Yeah.
that's where Dorothy went to school in Virginia all the way through. So
Yeah. Here we used to have, I know when I was in school, elementary was, kindergarten through fifth. They had a building for that. And then we went to junior high school. So I'm sorry, wait a minute, to sixth grade. And then I started junior high school in the seventh grade. So I had seventh, eighth, and ninth grade. Then I went to high school in 10th grade, but they still had ninth grade at the high school. So,
and I think in some places it's according to what school facilities they have,
right.
drives how they define it. Because first grade, I went to a grammar school. That was a school that housed all the thing, everything from kindergarten through eighth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, but then second grade, they had a brand new elementary school that I went to for the second. But
Okay.
then when we moved to Connecticut, by the time I started third grade, it was also kind of back and forth because it was after I finished fourth grade, they built an intermediate school. So fifth and sixth, I went to the intermediate school, and then junior high, and then senior high.
Okay.
But when we first moved to Wilton, Connecticut, they didn't have a senior high school. So the senior high school students attended Staples High School in the neighboring town of Westport.
Okay, I had to go in. That's Pammy. Hey, Pammy.
Hi, Pam.
Yeah, I had to go into the group to see because you guys know it only shows up as Facebook user. And Pam, I want you to know I have not forgotten about Ralphie. I just been things have been chaotic. I've been working and everything, but I still have things to order and things to get out. But I'm still gonna get Ralphie that card because I said I was gonna do it, and it's going to get done. So, but sorry about the delay. I'm slow on everything lately. Joshua, hey Spencer. Joshua doesn't understand why he can't call his mom anytime he wants. She's in a psychiatric ward, and I'm telling him she's at a hotel. I don't know how to tell him or if I should. This is her second time in 2 years. What's your thoughts on this, Mr. Charles?
Well, yeah, I think you need to tell kids the truth. Of course, you can tell them as much of the truth as you think they can handle. Instead of saying hotel, tell them that she is in a hospital. You could tell them that there are some options here. You can say they're truthful at least. At least you're not lying. You're not misrepresenting where she's at, you know, but you're telling him as much as he can understand and handle. And she's being treated because she's sick, which is true. She's being treated for mental illness. Um, and you can explain that much to him, but it's important, you know, uh, tell kids as much of the truth as you think they can handle, but don't make up stories that can come back to haunt you if you make up stories for kids and tell them things that are not true.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think as much as he understands, um, I think, yeah, he should kind of let him know what's going on with mom, and that she loves him and everything. Of course, I'm kind of sad. Boys are both in their last grade at their school. Oh,
Yeah,
bittersweet, bittersweet.
yeah. Hey, Michelle.
Hey,
Hey, Jessica.
Jessica. Ariana. Okay, here kindergarten is one school, and then elementary is another school. After girls. Ari, they running their mouths and a little loud here. Here, kindergarten is one school, and elementary is another school. After it's fifth and sixth grade, intermediate school, and then middle school and high school. Oh wow! So they have one building just for the fifth and sixth, Foxy. Back in the day, we had four schools: K 2 3 to 5, 6 to 8, ninth through 12. And it was a very, okay. Wow.
One thing too with my experience is that I was born in 1946, which has a lot to do with it. I was a leading edge baby boomer, and so I went to three brand new schools during the time I grew up, and one school to which there had just been a major addition made.
Yeah.
Yeah, telling the truth doesn't mean you got to tell them everything. Tell him as much as you think he can handle, but make sure whatever you tell him is truthful.
Uh-uh. My first week of junior high for my son is rough. It's so different. I hope everyone has a great year and is comfortable and happy. Yeah. Totally different
Sherry Rose.
world when they transfer from one school to another.
Well, yeah, and I remember, Sherry Rose, that when I started junior high, although my parents prepared me ahead of time for what to expect, so I knew to expect that I would have a homeroom and I would be moving from one class to the next, but actually executing, getting used to the fact I've got just depending on the class period, either 3 or 4 minutes to get from this class to the next. That was one thing I had to get used to. And then on top of it, they had a slight schedule mix up for me because of the fact that, I was ahead of my peers in math. So I was enrolled in Algebra 2 instead of seventh grade math. And I had that all mixed up. And
Wow.
anyway, within a couple of days, they got that straightened out, though.
Now they didn't have like they have now, like the high schoolers can take advanced courses or college courses during your time, right?
It wasn't until I got to my senior year of high school they implemented a calculus course and also an advanced placement chemistry course in my school. And I took both actually. I took both the AP Math and AP Chemistry in my
Okay.
senior year, but until then, so I had to actually go take correspondence math courses in the university during my first 3 years of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then one summer, I took a calc course from Fordham University that was offered over educational TV.
Wow. Okay. Like on PBS, like they have.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was it was this was kind of a forerunner of what's now PBS,
Okay.
an educational TV station in New York, and they had a calculus course that I took over the summer.
Mm.
So by the time I took it in high school, it was already most of it was old hat to me anyway.
These kids understand so much more than we give them credit for. Yes, I agree that you should tell him the bare minimum for his age, at least enough to where he knows she is getting the help she needs. Yes. Yeah, at least, you know, as much as he understands. And um, like I said too, just let him know she's there. She's there and she loves him. So, yes, fifth and sixth is one school. Jaylene is in sixth grade now. So it's her last year in intermediate school. Then she'll go to middle school. I like it that way because fifth and sixth grade are those years where they are not little babies, but are not grown yet either. Yeah, they're in between. And they are going through puberty and all that stuff. And they don't have to be with the middle school kids, which can be mean, you know? Oh, yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
any age can be mean.
Yes.
any age past babies, kids can be mean.
You said any age past babies, huh? Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, the little girl next door to us was very mean to my sister. She was 7 months younger than my sister, and even when they were like 2 years old, 3 years old, you know, um,
She was
so
just mean.
kids,
Yeah,
even
kids. Some
little
kids
kids
can
can
be
be
cruel.
mean.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, it's just funny how schools are set up differently in some states.
And just it's the and a lot of times it's the terminology largely that varies, but sometimes also though it is the whole way the school day is set up because in some grades, seventh and eighth, some places seventh and eighth grade, you still stay in one class for the whole day except for gym, uh, you know, and your music and art teachers come into the classroom to teach. Whereas in
Mm.
other places, like where I grew up, seventh and eighth grades, you're in junior high and you circulate from classroom to classroom throughout the day, as in high school.
I found out that my son finishes all of his subjects before his classmates and gets to get on his electronics or he gets to go on his 5 minute. Oh, okay. He
Very
was
good.
ready for school. Getting it in, he was ready. Get that work done. Hmm. Get that work done. Well, you guys, DeAndre is on week 5 tomorrow, starting tomorrow of his summer job.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
so it's his last week, uh, and then they have to get ready for school. But he's done well, and hopefully he can get in this program next year, next summer. DeAndre is going to the 11th grade, so he'll be an 11th grader. Wow, 16. Yep, it grow up so fast. Oh my goodness. And DeAndre is so much taller than me now. It's just like, stop growing.
Yeah.
Stop growing.
I forget how old I was exactly when I became taller than my mom. I think I probably was 13 or 14, maybe 14, when I grew taller than my mom. I never did grow as tall as my dad, though.
How tall was your dad?
Uh, let's see, he was about 185 centimeters.
Oh, here
All right,
you go,
6 foot,
girl.
all right, 6'1". Okay,
Okay.
I got up to about 5'11", but as you get older, you shrink, and so I'm now down to about 5'9" or 175 centimeters.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think DeAndre went through that growth spurt when a couple of years ago. It was just, and you don't see it. It's like 1 minute he's like here, and then you wake up the next morning and he's up here, and I'm like, how did that happen? I didn't see it.
I remember there was a doorway. Actually, there was a doorway. There was no door in the doorway. It was just a, a doorway that I guess you could put a door in if you wanted to. But we kept marks on there and marking our growth. My sister and I did in particular.
Okay. DeAndre, yes, yes. DeAndre stays busy. That and the introductions, the boxing. Yes, he's been busy. Mr. Charles with the yes. Mr. Charles is something else.
Yeah. Well, I like the metric system better. That's what that is. That's what
You
that's
like
about.
that better?
I prefer it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And really, people talk about you got to be a math genius to understand it. No, you don't. And in fact, um, the problem is when it comes to converting between English and metric, and you're trying to be bilingual,
Mhm.
so to speak. That's where the math comes in. But if you're thinking metric, it's actually a lot easier than thinking English,
Okay.
because you think about it. There's 12 inches in a foot.
Right.
There's 3 feet in a yard. There's 1,760 yards in a mile.
Mm.
And then you think about it, what measurements do you have below the inches? Nothing. You have to do fractions of an inch. That's all you can do. In the metric system, there's 1,000 millimeters in a meter. There's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. There's 100 centimeters in a meter. Um, and if you want to go below the millimeter, which is about a 25th of an inch, there's 1,000 microns in a millimeter. There's 10,000 angstrom units in a micron. And you
Oh
can
my
measure
goodness.
some really small things.
Yeah, and I noticed here with even at my job, because we use when we're doing the audits and measuring, we have to use the millimeters, and I'm still learning millimeters, centimeters, and all of that good stuff. But even going to the doctor's office or at the hospital, I see some of the nurses, they still kind of, um, they're, say for instance, they'll say, oh, they're whatever in the metrics, and then she'll be back. She said, I'll come back and I'll let you know what that is exactly. So they're still learning, but I guess they're trying to, transfer and use that into all the medical facilities now.
Well, one reason too you hear metric used so much and by scientists, and that includes particularly medical science, is again the fact that in English you can only go down so far in measures. Like the smallest measure of weight or mass is an ounce in English. And then again, you get these awkward numbers: 16 ounces in a pound, or 16 fluid ounces in a pint, which is supposed to equal a pound for water, but it doesn't really equal it exactly. And then 2 pints in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon, 2,000 pounds in a ton. Um, and I don't know
It
how
just
many
goes
gallons there
on and
are
on.
in a cubic foot. I'd have to look that up. But, the metric, you have, a liter is equal to 1,000 cubic centimeters, or 1 cubic centimeter is 1 milliliter. And you can go down even into microliters and so on. And as far as weight, you have a gram, you have a milligram, a microgram. There's
Yeah,
a
we
million
have to get you to
micrograms in
teach.
1 gram, and
You have to
then
have your own class, Mr. Charles.
1,000 grams in a kilogram. So it's all tens. It's all easy once you're thinking metric.
Hmm.
Once you don't have to mentally do the conversion between English and metric.
Okay.
That's where the math difficulty comes in.
I swear they grow overnight. Yes, they do. Jaden changed clothing size, and I swear if he grows any more, he's gonna have to go around naked. I know, Michelle. I know. Yes, they grow just like that. I remember in summer, Raymond hit his growth spurt. He went up 2 shoe sizes in one summer. I was like, what in the world? Yes, and those shoes get more and more expensive. Oh my God.
I remember, when Dorothy was growing up, of course,
Uh-huh.
she got bigger. We couldn't do this anymore, but we bought a lot of clothes as she was little and getting intermediate size, even at garage sales, and yard sales, because people were selling their kids clothes their kids had outgrown, and and a lot of the clothes are still in good shape.
Okay. My son stands 5 feet tall. And it's, oh, he's pretty tall.
Yeah,
Tall. Yes. Because DeAndre is 5'4" now. Because it is more worldwide, so it can make it easier to share medical information no matter where. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another reason too. Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's also the fact, you think about the medicines that you take,
Okay.
or you think about nutrients too that you get. You measure them in milligrams and micrograms. Um, you think there's 28 grams in 1 ounce, so that means there's 28,000 milligrams in an ounce. If you got something that has to be measured in micrograms, think about the tiny fraction of an ounce you'd have to represent that as. It just gets extremely awkward. You have to measure things in tiny fractions of an ounce.
Wow. Ralph is 6 feet. Wow.
Yeah.
Ralph is
Wow.
tall. Ralph is tall.
How old
Wow.
is Ralph?
What is Ralph? 18?
Yeah, well, then that's not surprising. That's not that unusual. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
that's
it's
tall.
above average, but not that much above average for a guy.
Oh, he's 19. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well,
He had a
that's
birthday. I'm
yeah,
sorry, Pam.
yeah. It's
He
not
had
so
a birthday.
surprising.
19. Oh, my goodness. This kid is growing so fast. Mm-mm. No, my uncle was 6'5". Okay. How tall are you, Pam? 6'5". Wow. I
Yeah,
come from a family of shorties. I think we were like 4'11", 5 feet, 5'1". My mother is 5'3", and I'm five. What am I, 5'1"? Both my daughters are 5 feet. Well, one is 4'11". 5'4". Wow. Daniel's, wow, he's tall too. Oh
yeah,
my goodness, he's towering over DeAndre.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think well, my sister, she's the tallest of us. And I think she's like 5'10".
yeah. Yeah. Well, that is tall for a woman. Yeah,
Mhm. Right. Jaylee. Yep, I think both my daughters, my youngest daughter is 4'11", and you, you hear that? She says she's 5 feet. She's 4'11". My oldest daughter is 5 feet.
well,
She has a little bitty hands.
at a place I used to work, there was a lady I worked closely with. Her name was Sue. She was very diminutive, and there's the departmental secretary, whose name is Pat, was also pretty diminutive. Although I think Sue was shorter than Pat. Well,
Uh-huh.
anyway, one Sunday they had this, the comic strip The Wizard of Id, where there's this very diminutive king.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Sir Rodney informed the king, "We've decided to name a dish in honor of you, sire." And he's a royal cook, and he offered him choices. He offered him a choice of there's chicken a la king, or shrimp royale, or short ribs. And the king goes short ribs, and then the last frame shows Sir Rodney strapped to the wall of the prison cell, and
Oh
he's
my
saying, "I got away with shrimp royale."
goodness.
And anyway, I cut that
Not
out of
the
the
short
newspaper.
ribs.
And the next day, I brought it into work and put it on Pat's desk. And about an hour later, Sue and Pat confronted me with it at my desk. Sue saw it on Pat's desk, and she knew exactly who had put it there.
Uh-huh. I found out that next year when goes into junior high, he will be going to the same junior high as some of his. Oh, well, that's good. At least he'll be around familiar faces. That's awesome. Tell her, yeah, you 5 feet. We up with shoes on, exactly. Uh, Jaden is 4'11" and he is 10. But I'm sure yeah, 10 years old, 4'11". Oh yeah, he's probably gonna shoot right on up there. He's gonna have one of those growth spurt moments where one like I had 1 minute you looking, he's down here, and then all of a sudden he's up there. You're like, what happened? What happened? You're getting loud. Thank you. She's talking animals over there.
Okay. Didn't Frank Sinatra sing some song about talk to the animals?
So I don't see no one. This is the third. Is this the third week? No one's brought up the discussion word yet. I'm looking at the thing and nothing. He already did. Okay. He is 2 inches taller than his brother who just turned. Okay. Already did. All right. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, one time I remember some years ago, this was back when my late second wife Heloise was living, and anyway, I came home from work. My daughter had come over to the house, and she got into it with the next door neighbor, this kind of crazy lady who lived next door to us, Beth. And anyway, Heloise warned me to, before I came home from work, she called me, warned me, expect Beth to confront me about her, getting into with my daughter. And sure enough, I've come out and Beth tells me, your daughter was awfully short with me today. And I looked at her and I go, actually, I think she's taller than you are.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Charles. So you guys, I'm thinking about we'll have we're gonna do maybe twice a month, have a focused topic, something so we can keep it rolling. So what do you guys want to focus on for next week? I'm taking suggestions. A topic that we can discuss for next Sunday. Summer is almost over. I'm so ready for fall, but not when I am definitely not ready for winter. I am definitely, oh no. No, 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 no. No.
Maybe a school related topic that the parents would like to talk about, because school is starting for most kids, either just started or is about to start.
Okay. That's one suggestion. And we got dealing with puberty. Yep. Yep. That's a good one. Anyone else? How about IEPs? That's a good one. Let me see. I am so unorganized, but I will. Thought I had my pencil here, but I guess I don't. IEPs, dealing with puberty, school, starting school, the school year. Anybody else? Anybody else? Or maybe we can do a ongoing, like weekly thing with each of these topics.
And of course, with puberty, you got, actually two sides of that, dealing with it in boys and dealing in girls, because
Mhm.
the issues are different.
Oh yeah, yeah. Therapies, yeah. Therapies is a good one. Hey Lizzie, how are you? Danielle's transition, preparation, yeah, yeah, yeah. Resources. Good, good. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I just got home from a what is that? Quincenera? I, girl, Quincenera Expo. What is that? Mr. Charles, help me out with them.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's 15 years something or other.
15-year celebration.
15-year expo, or yeah, it's related to quince, which is 15 in Spanish. That much I can tell.
Okay. Respite services. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. How about you put a few ideas in a bowl? And yeah, I'm gathering all this, and that's what I'm gonna do. Get these ideas in here, and then um, we'll I'll put them in the bowl. Pick out the first topic for next week, and then second topic for the week after. Quinceanera, Sweet 15 for Spanish girls. Okay. You were at an expo with your photo booth? Okay. Okay. 15th birthday celebration. Okay. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Awesome. How's business going, Lizzie? And are you teaching again for the this coming school year? Got there at 6:35 and just getting home. Okay, wow. Oh well, that's not well, you're an hour behind me, so a couple hours. Or are you talking about this morning? Oh, AM, okay. Picky. Yeah, that's another good one. Picky eaters. Hi, Barbara. It's busy, and yes, I'm teaching ABA. Oh, you're teaching ABA therapy. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
you're teaching it, or are you training RBTs? Transition from high school to working life. Yep,
Yep.
that's a good one. That's
Out of the high school to college.
that too. I'm at a clinic training RBTs. Okay, pretty good. Congratulations.
All right. Very good.
Congratulations,
Training robots.
Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles.
Training rabbits.
Also, their community outreach specialist. Okay, so you're at a clinic, you are training RBTs, and you are a community outreach specialist. Awesome.
All right.
Congratulations on that. Yeah, congratulations. You'll have to share more about that one of these coming days with us. You're welcome.
Picky eating. I tell people, that I was very picky eater growing up. It was more about the food being just so than about the selection of food. In other words, I didn't like butter on my toast, for example. Um, you know, and just as an example, you know, uh, my mom was quite a cook, and she used to make, she would cook broccoli or asparagus. She would put hollandaise sauce on it. She cooked that the old-fashioned and arduous way, using a double boiler and constant stirring. And if it didn't, everything didn't quite go right though. The the sauce would curdle because the egg yolks and it would hard cook. And if that happened, I wouldn't eat it.
Oh, this picky, picky, picky.
It was.
So Barbara asked the question: anyone have issues with their child cleaning themselves? Now, what do you mean? Uh, washing up, using the restroom, and cleaning themselves, showers, baths. What exactly are you referring to with cleaning themselves?
I've heard some having issues with the kids, like wiping themselves after going number two, for
Yeah, my
example.
son still,
Yeah.
DeAndre still has issues with that. I still have to go behind him and, make sure he cleans himself. Ethan is a very picky eater. Okay.
The thing is, what I tell people now is, my food taste gradually branched out as I got into my teens, and I gradually got to tolerate things that weren't, completely right, and so on. And now I'll eat just about anything with three exceptions: grapefruit because it interacts with my medications, tomatoes because they're gross, and quiche because real men don't eat that stuff. It takes all the hair off our cheeks.
Mr. Charles. So getting back to Barbara, if anyone else can chime in about that, please do so. But with DeAndre, as far as showers, I still have to give him directions somewhat. If I tell him to go take a shower, he knows how to turn on the water and he'll get in there and he'll stand. So I have to peek in and I have to say, get the soap and put it on the rag, DeAndre, wash. And then I have to kind of motion so he can get going. Because if I don't, he will just stand there, let the water hit him. He likes to put his head in the water. But yeah, he still needs help with all of that.
Yeah, just letting water run over you won't. It's not that doesn't do any good. It does some good, but not enough good. It's not good
Yeah.
enough.
But he just stands there, just nothing, just stand
Yeah,
there. Like, what am I supposed to do? And it's like I have to constantly remind him the steps. You have to do this, do this, do this. His job is going good. Lizzie, he has one more week. This is his last week, and then they get ready for school. Hey, Dinah, how are you?
hi Dinah.
Yeah, she says she's saying all, Foxy.
Might even apply to
DeAndre
both.
is 16, Barbara.
And I know your son is in his teens too, right, Barbara? And I know you're up in northern Michigan.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to put the link in for our last few minutes here. Anyone is welcome to come on up and join us and share with us anything you like. Yeah, that's another good topic too. Um, ideas to help, with cleanliness of our children. What are the different things we can do? Jaden just wants to play in the water. He hates getting his head wet. I swear, boys just don't care about right except their hands. And yes, because DeAndre will wash his hands forever. But
It depends on the age though, because at some point in their teens,
uh,
that's when most boys suddenly become aware of the need. For me, it was that I got asked one too many times, "When's the last time you took a bath?" And then I decided I need to start showering every day.
No, come on, fast. This way. Fast.
I'm gonna mute you, Kate. Um, I still have to bathe Jalen completely. She is getting Jaylene. I'm sorry. She is getting the idea though because she will grab the soap and do certain areas. Raymond does bathe himself, but he started so when he was 15. Okay, that's good. That's good. Um, yes, Charles, we are in Northern. Ethan is 17.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I kind of remembered that. Yeah,
Good memory. I
yeah.
need to
Well,
go
of
eat dinner.
course,
Bye,
because
Teresa.
I went to Michigan State, I remember things. Anything about Michigan, I remember pretty well.
Have a great weekend, everyone. When nothing seems to go right, go left. Self care. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle's
You
gonna
too,
have to put a
Danielle.
little book together for us. I love that. Mr. Charles, any last words for this evening?
Well, again, yeah, I think it's good if we can talk about some of these subjects. Maybe you can make a list of some of the subjects that have been brought up, and just go down the line, bang, 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 and hit one subject each week.
Okay.
So next week, pick one of the subjects. Maybe pick school, and pick puberty, pick cleaning oneself, pick some. I forget what all the things that have been
Yeah, it has
that
the
mentioned, but
IEPs. They have some good ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
maybe
go.
we'll talk. Maybe that's what we'll do for next week since school has started and is starting. We'll talk about schooling and transitioning for next week.
And anyway,
Um,
you can just go down the line through the list. Of
yeah,
course, skipping the day before Labor Day, but other than
right.
that,
Yes, Labor Day is coming up. Just came back from Wisconsin. Went to the state fair. Okay,
all right.
I know you enjoyed it.
Well, was that in Madison? Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, Michigan
you
State.
know,
Yeah, well, I do.
my baby
Don't ream,
girl,
don't fight.
my baby girl is coming out of Michigan State. She'll be walking across the stage in what, December?
Go.
Yeah.
All right.
Milwaukee, she says.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That's a beautiful place too.
So, Kate, you have any last
Hi,
words?
Nita. Hi, guys. Just keep being amazing. Keep doing what you do best. I've had to learn to overcome really hard situations lately with DJs and venues not understanding autism, and it's been a really rough week. So I've cried. I've had my moments. So just know that you're amazing for what you do. Keep pushing and never give up, because if you give up, then they're gonna know that you're weak, and don't let that happen to yourself, because I let it happen and I regret it. So I'm learning to overcome and working through challenges, and just being my awesome self. And I have my first inspirational speaking down in Denver this December, and it's going to be a crowd of 500 people. So finally getting to where I want to be.
All right.
That's
Awesome.
great. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm excited. So just be
Okay,
great, guys. Have a
everyone.
great week.
All right.
Okay,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye.
Appreciate each and every one of you. See you later.
Bye.